Okay, are you all set?
At Daphne Morer's lab, Terry Lewis is part of a group studying the phenomenon of this attraction and how it develops in the first 3 months of life.
Are you ready?
10-day-old Dylan is shown a card with 2 images on it. The right side has 3 blobs representing the rudimentary configuration of the human face. The left has the blobs inverted.
Good looking. Very good.
Dylan is drawn to the image that resembles the human face. But what is it that he's attracted to?
Careful, I might trick you.
To find out, they show Dylan another card.
Okay, are you all set?
One side has the blurry image of a face, and the other side was created to represent only the light and dark contrasts of a face. Dylan prefers to look at the side with the contrasts of a face, which indicates that it's not the features themselves that the baby human reads at this age, but the areas of contrast created by those features. Back at the lab, 6-week-old Devon is shown the same card.
How about these guys now?
Unlike Dylan, he turns to the image that looks more like a face. The other image no longer interests him. So what happened in those 4 short weeks that separate Heather and Devon? Researchers believe that this is when the baby human's higher brain centers, which are sensitive to visual stimuli, take over. Anna is 3.5 months old. She has come to a different puppet show. She sees a short rabbit go behind a turreted wall. She sees it emerge on the other side. The second time, she already begins to track it. She expects it to reappear. A few more repetitions, and she finds the story boring. Then the main character changes. When the rabbit emerges from behind the second turret without being seen in the space between, Anna looks baffled and keeps staring. The researchers conclude that at 3.5 months, the baby human knows something more than it did a month ago, that tall objects can't hide behind shorter ones. It's astounding that simply through observation, her mind is at work, reasoning, working out the puzzle, using what philosophers would call the rules of logic. Knowing about an object is still a long way from being able to act on that knowledge. When does the ability to search for a hidden object appear? 8-month Kana watches as a toy is hidden by a little felt wall. Although it's well within her reach, Kana stares blankly at the researcher. Eric is a mere 1 month older than Kana. Could anything have changed in that month in a baby human's life? In 1 short month, the mind of the baby human has been able not only to find an object, but to actually retrieve it. A large green ball is held above a narrow cylinder. 5-month-old Lauren stares at it in rapt attention. When the wall is removed, presto magic! The ball is inside the cylinder. Lauren stares at it, trying to understand how this could at all be possible. Even as young as 5 months, she knows when the laws of the universe have been violated. At Rachel Keene's lab, they put baby humans to the test.
Is that fun? Ready?
When a ball rolls down a track, 9-month-old Julie needs little coaxing to catch it.
Good job. Good job, Julie.
Once the researcher establishes that Julie is interested in the ball, she begins the testing. A screen is placed partway down the ramp. Julie has no trouble tracking the ball despite the obstacle. This shows that she understands a key concept of object permanence and expects the ball to reappear on the other side of the screen.
You did a good job over there.
Then Kaylee is brought in for the next test. She is also 9 months. She too tracks the ball when it goes behind the screen.
I give it back every time I come.
Then a green wall is placed on the track. Kaylee knows which side of the wall to expect the ball because she knows another important principle of physics, that a solid object can't pass through another solid object.
Can I have this? You ready?
Now comes the hardest part of the experiment. Both the wall and the screen are put on the track in front of her eyes.
Where did it go?
Kaylee is perplexed.
Where'd the ball go?
She sees the green wall sticking up behind the screen, but still expects the ball to appear on her right side.
Where's the ball, Kaylee?
She uses what she's learned about the screen to guide her and forgets about the green barrier. At 9 months, she's not yet able to put the two laws together. 6-month Abigail is placed in front of a stage.
All right, well, first I want to introduce you to a couple things about our stage. It has a solid bottom.
Like at a magic show, she's introduced to the actors and set.
And watch the screen.
She is shown 1 toy, then 2 toys. Then Abigail's addition skills are tested. She is shown the equation of 1 toy plus another toy. When the screen comes down, there are 2 toys. But what happens when she's shown something impossible? 1 toy disappears behind a screen and is joined by a second one. But when the screen comes down, there's only 1 toy. Something doesn't add up. Abigail stares in disbelief as if she knows that this isn't the correct answer. In the beginning, infants seem to believe that what they think and feel is what everyone does. Betty Repicoli at the University of Washington in Seattle set out to discover at what stage of development children begin to understand that people may differ in thoughts, tastes, and opinions. She offers 14-month-old Christopher a choice of 2 different foods. It's no contest. The crackers win. To make sure, they let him try again. Then Dr. Repicoli shows Christopher her preference. She deliberately chooses the opposite of his likes and dislikes. Then she asks Christopher for some. He loved the crackers, so out of the goodness in his heart, he gives her a cracker, even though it was clear that she preferred the broccoli. Greta is 4 months older than Christopher. She can't quite appreciate the broccoli either, and helps herself to the crackers. Then, Dr. Repicoli shows Greta her unusual preference. Like Christopher, Greta can't quite believe her eyes. But when asked to give some to Dr. Repicoli, 18-month Greta accepts the fact that there's no accounting for taste. In the 4 short months between Christopher and Greta, the baby human's understanding of others has developed.